This is Alan Farley from FX Empire. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA went and settled around the 150 level after a very strong 2020 rally. Ground sideways in this narrow range, finally breaking out in May 2021. Now that rally escalated in October, zooming. We gained about, from about 196 all the way to 340 in what is about 6 weeks right here, finally topping out just before Thanksgiving around the 350 level. Then entered this correction, which very rapidly broke the 50-day moving average. Then it broke the 200-day. That was sort of the end of it, and it started testing it in January. Well, it continued to test it up until last week when it returned to this trend line, broke out, and posted about a 25% gain last week. So it was a very strong rally off the low, and it has people thinking about a long-term bottom. Now, that may or may not be true, but if you take a look all the way back here at the monthly chart, you can see you can see that trend line, which doesn't really come into play that much on this level of chart. We also have these two stretching lines of stochastic. Now this is a sell cycle right here, and when it's stretching, you really it's very hard to be a buyer. So I'm not so sure that NVIDIA has bottomed out. It could have posted its actual bottom here right around 210 or so, but that's not the same as a stock that's going to return to this 350 and then break out and move higher. I do think this really is indicative of this sell cycle, especially when you combine it with this weekly buy cycle that we're in right here, that we're going to get a retraceable move, perhaps up to the 280s, maybe a little bit higher, but there is a bunch of resistance right up here. You can see this sort of broken. This is a left shoulder, this is a head, and this is a right shoulder. So we do have a broken head and shoulders top. It's a small one though. So I think we're going to start running into a bunch of selling pressure right up here in the 280s, and that the rally is going to probably fail somewhere in here, and then we're going to get a much larger scale trading range heading into the second and perhaps even the third quarter.